It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called so you spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to the KVJ show. What is going on, everybody?
What's going on?
Yeah, here we go. Welcome to it. We are up. We are ready to win some money, right?
Yes.
Today's that day, double your paycheck day. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays that we double up the paycheck. So starting at 9 a.m. this morning, you got more chances to win some good, legit money.
And we all kind of dress the same today. We got like a black-gray theme going on.
Oh,
Yeah, I lean black. Black's my favorite color.
Me
so
too.
I will wear that a lot. It's great for guys that are pale and sickly looking.
It's great for guys, too, who have a bit of a gut.
Yeah,
it's
is.
Slimming.
If you're too thin, if you're too fat, if you're too pale, it just really is a very forgiving color.
Black is the great equalizer.
It is, yeah.
It is.
It makes fat people happy. It makes skinny people happy. It makes pale people happy.
And if you're a wimp like me, it kind of makes you look like a badass.
It does. Now,
Yeah.
kind of remind me of a John Wick in this kind of lighting.
Yeah, so it's a good way for me to cover up a lot of flaws that I have going on in my life. So if you want to see the Johnny Cash crew all in black, baby, we're up on Kvj Tv right now on YouTube.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, just yesterday, Colton Underwood from The Bachelor, that at one point on The Bachelor was dating girls. He came out yesterday on Good Morning America and talked about how, whoops, everybody, I'm actually gay. And here is a little bit of Good Morning America from yesterday.
Do I regret being The Bachelor? And do I regret handling it the way that I did? I do think I could have handled it better. I'll say that. I just wish I wouldn't have dragged people into my own mess of figuring out who I was. I genuinely mean that.
Colton also sharing a message for Cassie.
It's hard for me to articulate exactly what my emotions were in going through that relationship with her was, because I obviously had an internal fight going on. I'm sorry for any pain and emotional stress I caused. I wish it wouldn't have happened the way it did.
Boy, man, The Bachelor knows how to milk a scandal, do they not?
This is the dude that was famously the virgin bachelor.
Okay.
Well, he hadn't slept with a woman because he wasn't interested.
And he slept with a man?
I think he was saying he was a virgin all around because maybe he was trying to figure it out. He was 29 when he was on the show. So right then and there, the lady should have been like, "Brr."
Yeah, well, there's a clip of some dude, Billy Eyes something. He's the guy from, I think, The Tonight Show, where he does the stuff, the man on the street stuff. He interviewed him like a year and a half ago and said, maybe you're gay.
Oh, he did.
Wow.
Billy Eichner. That's Billy on the street, right?
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
Yeah, so Billy smelled it. Look, a gay man a lot of times can smell another gay man. It's
Sure.
just a thing.
Yeah.
And Colton was still trying to figure it out, and he maybe wasn't sure, and he probably was trying to see if he could make women happen.
Or plot twist, he knew he was gay the whole time, but he had a chance to get on national TV and get in there.
I hope he didn't do that.
Nobody on The Bachelor would never do that.
I mean, Colton. You think The Bachelor knew he was gay?
No, I'm not saying The Bachelor. No, I'm just saying, is it possible?
This is the same guy, okay? During Colton's season, he got all upset when it got like too much. He jumped a privacy wall fence and ran away from producers and cameramen. He was running from it because he couldn't handle it. So, I mean,
probably was a lot. It'd be interesting to really know his true internal thoughts and where he thought he was, but most people, when you're gay, at what age do you know you're gay? And then what is the age where you typically come to grips with it?
everybody's different. And some guys don't figure it out till later. And they try to be straight because it's what their family wants.
Right.
Or it's what they think society wants. And sometimes they don't know. And they have feelings maybe for men and women. And they're trying to work that out.
It, to me, is interesting to listen to gay people talking about coming out. because to me, I would think today in society it'd be so much easier, but there's still a lot of struggles for a lot of people. And I just recently heard a gay guy talking about the struggles that he had to come out and all the processes that you have to go through and all the people you feel like you're disappointing. And it's just, wow, I thought we'd corrected a lot of those things, but there's still issues. So it's still not easy, apparently.
We live in a very liberal area when it comes to that stuff.
True.
Think about
Yeah.
the Midwest.
Yeah.
I think it's better, but it's still, I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like it is here.
No, you're right. You're right.
But have no fear. It's going to have a happy ending for Colton because he just got his own Netflix reality show.
I mean, of course he did.
Yeah.
Come on, Bachelor, we see you.
Working out well.
I don't
for
know
him.
if this is Bachelor. This is Colton. This is Netflix.
I know.
This is bigger.
I hear you.
I'm excited for him. In other news, I don't know what's going on here. Did you see pictures of Brad Pitt exiting a Beverly Hills medical center in a wheelchair on Wednesday? He's wearing a black hoodie and gray jeans, and I just hope our baby is okay. I hope this beautiful specimen hasn't been injured or hurt or medically there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah.
But if they had Brad Pitt in a wheelchair leaving the facility, trying to be incognito, but the paparazzi knew it was him.
Clooney tried to kill him. He's like, yeah, we're not really friends.
Well, the thing I read is they said it's standard policy of that dental office that everybody has to leave in a wheelchair. But I'm like, why?
What kind of tooth fillings y'all
Right.
doing?
That's why I'm like, what dentist office anywhere ever has that as a standard policy where you have to leave their offices in a wheelchair? And the only thing I can think is maybe they got sued once because somebody was loopy.
Yes.
From something and they fell and maybe chipped a tooth or broke a nose, and so now they're because of a lawsuit they now do that.
I just know getting my wisdom tooth taken out, I was down for the count. And if someone would have offered me a wheelchair ride, I would have taken it.
I mean, I would take one now.
Yeah. So
A wheelchair sounds nice.
He's Hollywood, and if he had some oral surgery done, he's out of it, man.
That's true. If he had any kind of sedation dentistry, they might have done that. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jbird?
Well, I'm trying to get back on this healthy train. I've really gone full gorilla in just kind of the snack world. So
You go hard in both realms.
I do go hard. There's not a...
You don't have a middle speed.
I never have. It's always been an issue. My mom was kind of like that way. I don't know how to live in the middle. It's very tough for me.
Yeah.
Possibly why I'm not in a relationship, but that's another question.
Okay.
He's a hard bird.
Yeah, so staying healthy consistently is tough for a small town kid from Lake Park like myself, because back in the 80s in Lake Park, we weren't a very healthy town.
That's your shame.
And you weren't a very healthy family.
I think the 80s, especially in Lake Park, I feel like everybody drank soda. And so I'm trying to do this ginger stuff.
Yeah.
The Big Denny's, Big D, drank half of it. And what does this ginger root do? Why would I want to drink this? What are the benefits? Because every time you guys drink it, you guys, oh, it's terrible. It's the worst. Oh my gosh, it's awful. Why would you put yourself through it? What are the benefits?
I think it gives you energy for sure. I've felt that when I took it. I think it really aids in digestion too. And I think it's good for your gut health.
Gut health. Okay, I'm going to take a shot right now. This almost dropped the Sweet Denny's. Virginia always complains. I'm going to take this shot right now, Kev, and I'm not going to make a face. I will not make a face.
All right.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Right?
Oh my God.
So much for not make a face.
That's how I got the idea for that bit. Was I had done a ginger shot, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, it really knocks you crazy.
You think you're bigger than that shot, but the shot is actually bigger than you.
I hate that I just did that right now. Was it worth it, Bird? Not that many people are listening right now.
You need a chaser.
God, that's awful. I need a Capri Sun.
Luckily, you have a case of them in here.
We have a lot of Capri Sun in the studio.
I don't know how much of it is proven, but yeah, I do the ginger a lot. In fact, my wife and I, we've been trying to figure out we were doing our own little juicing thing, getting the ginger root, and we broke 2 different juicers.
Oh.
I'm actually working on Tradio deals with listeners to try to get their juicers. My wife just found out that I guess you're supposed to peel the ginger, which we didn't know. And if you've ever seen ginger root, that's not going to be an easy task. So we're still trying to figure out the sweet sauce on it. But we would take the ginger root, we would use turmeric in it, a little bit of lemon. We had a sweet little mix there that was really great. And to answer the question, if anybody's like, why would you put yourself through that? Now, there's many different things that I do it for, and I don't know how much of it's been proven, but they believe that the ginger extract can help with kind of boosting your immune system, help with different kinds of bacteria and fight off infections, may improve brain function and protect against Alzheimer's disease, may actually help you lose weight, could possibly prevent cancer. So those lower cholesterol levels. So those, if you want to know the reasons why, those are my main reasons.
It's so funny you say that because I already feel skinnier.
Yeah, as you're knocking down a Capri Sun.
This stuff is awful. It's supposed to wake me up because it's so awful. That's why it wakes you up.
It gives you energy and makes you feel like you just ate gas.
Yeah, goes right to the ulcer.
Right. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I'm always looking. If there is anybody out there who does their own juicing and the ginger stuff, let me know how you do it and how you peel it. Somebody said to peel the ginger root, you peel it with a spoon.
At that level, you're at a different level of health. If you're peeling your own ginger and you've got special ginger spoons, you're kind of annoying. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just, I mean, we've all handled ginger. It looks like a very tricky task.
There's some ginger ale, too, that they go heavy on the ginger and it's not as good. There's got to be a balance in there.
Yeah.
What's the bad thing about leaving the skin on it?
What it is, I think that's what broke our 2 juicers because it's tougher and it got all clogged up and it fried the motor. And
Gotcha.
the second one we used, it broke the first time we tried it.
Dang.
When you would do your juicers, would you guys make stuff like a 5 Alive kind of a thing?
All we were doing was we were doing the ginger root.
5 Alive.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like an 80s concentrated juice that was in that frozen can. You went... and you dropped it into the big container and added water.
Yeah.
You're old too. You knew what I was talking about.
That's some 80s ass juice.
What? 5 Alive's still
My
out there.
mom used to get 5 Alive because it was like 65 cents for a concentrated brick of
Yeah.
it. It came in a cylinder and it was in the frozen juice section.
Sometimes we take it out of the freezer and just eat it as a big block of just 5 Alive ice.
Okay. It's like a slushy
It's
at that
concentrated.
point? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's still out there. I don't know why I'm getting so much hate for that.
I love the 5 Alive reference.
We do that. We do the wheatgrass. You ever have wheatgrass, Jbird?
That's gross too.
I think I have had all of this. What's
Okay.
the one where you go to the store and you drink it and you kind of feel high after?
Kombucha or whatever.
I did one
Kombucha.
where I drank all this stuff and
Yeah.
I felt like I was growing hair out of my teeth.
Okay. Yeah.
Is health really worth it at that point?
I don't do well with health, man.
Who the hell wants hairy teeth?
Wanda said you can get the peeled ginger in the frozen food department at Walmart or Publix.
Get it at Publix.
It's already peeled.
That's smart. And Angie said you can use a potato peeler. We saw that, and then my wife was looking at it yesterday. She's like, that is not going to be easy. So, yeah.
Yeah, some of that stuff, you're in the kitchen for 30 minutes to make a cup Virginia of juice.
I don't have that kind of prep time.
No, you get 5 Alive, boom, right there. So much of it.
5 Alive's like all sugar.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I wanted to see if you guys noticed something that's kind of freaking me out. This is like the second day in a row that I've come to work, and that gas station that we always go to, there's a big giant racetrack gas station right around the corner from our work, and this place is always bustling.
Yeah.
At 5 a.m., there's like construction guys in there starting their day. There's cops in there finishing their day. There's people filling up.
If you've driven on 45th Street, you know where the racetrack is at.
You know where it is. It's right next to like where the Harley Davidson place is. So for the second day in a row, this place is dark. Like it's shut down. The gas pumps are dark. The inside of the store is dark. And me and Denny's are trying to figure out what happened. Like, was somebody murdered there? Because there's always squirrely people there that look like they could murder.
If somebody was murdered there, they're doing a terrible job right now preventing more murders. Because if you walked in there, I feel like that is just an assault waiting to happen.
It looks like Murderville.
It does.
It's so dark and scary.
Well, people live right next to that in the bushes. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
The bush. There's bushes right by there.
Oh, the bush people love it because the lights are out.
People will walk there. I mean, that's a big place for people to go. You could easily hide there. And I was thinking driving by, is someone trying to get in there to get the snacks because they have all that food in there?
But if if something happened in the store, they would shut down this inside. If something happened at the gas pumps, they'd shut down the gas. Everything is shut down. What happened?
My mother-in-law said that they're doing refurbishing on it, so it's closed temporarily while they update it because they open up a new racetrack over on Community and Military, and so it's of higher quality. So they're just kind of going around and refurbishing the racetrack gas stations.
I went to the new racetrack. It's all right. It's all right. It's not, I mean, if they're going to go bigger and better, they did go a little better, but ain't nothing.
It's nice. I was on my Nextdoor app yesterday seeing some commentary that was going on about it. They do have a table, and I've noticed that homeless people kind of hang out at, which is all good and fine. But somebody was on there commenting saying that they were very aggressive. They were running up, and some of them felt a little threatened and whatnot. And
they do get aggressive here at the 45th Street racetrack.
I told Kevin they're going to have the same issue they have at the new one because I was already noticing some issues going down.
So I think they've just moved over. So the sketchy people that were here at this racetrack are like, hey, let's go to the other one. So.
I was there for 5 minutes and I saw an altercation. It was outside. It was very public. I'm like, not much has changed from the racetrack.
You get shook down.
Yeah.
Just here to pump gas.
Mm-hmm. What I got on my mind here today, it happened yesterday. Florida's House of Representatives passed a bill to block transgender girls from playing on school sports teams that align with their gender. I started reading up a little bit more on this to understand. I used to coach my daughter's softball team, was in that world. She played softball for like 11 years, and so we spent a lot of time in there with girls' sports and competition and everything else.
Everyone remembers the Palm Beach Gardens Hurricanes. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bird and I, we coached a team together. We won a championship. No big deal.
No big deal, Virginia.
Wow.
And I saw exactly what it takes, and I was telling you guys when I brought this up the other day that the first thing I'd look for in a coach, arguably, is you look for genetic superiority, somebody that just is athletic. When you say that, they're stronger, faster. And so I completely get that, and this all happened in, I think it was the state of Connecticut. There were some transgender girls that were beating other girls that were born female in a lot of races. They were changing the record books, and
they were killing
They were destroying.
They were destroying every record.
And that got people upset, and then, a wave of blah is going on here. And I feel like Florida's kind of gotten caught up in this with the Fairness in Women's Sport Act. Because it doesn't seem like in Florida, really, we have an issue, because Florida is one of 16 states where high school athletic associations already provide guidance that allows transgender students to join sports teams that align with their gender identity, taking into consideration that fact that you don't want to rewrite record books, you don't want to cause other naturally born females to not get scholarships and competition and things like that. You got to balance that out. But I firmly believe everybody needs the right to play sports. I think it's great for mental health. It's great for your physical. I think there's just so many ways to do that. And I think you need to have a continuing discussion to say everybody should have the right to play sports. We just got to figure out how to do it fairly. And I'm not sure that this bill does that. It seems like it just shuts down the discussion and says, well, if you're transgender, you've gotten rid of your sports future. And I'm not a fan of that, and other people aren't as well, including the NCAA. that said that they would consider pulling championships from states that ban transgender athletes from participating in women's and girls' sports. That boycott could cost Florida about 50 tournaments and an estimated $75 million over the next 5 years. So there is a dollar amount that is attached to this as well. So since 2013, only 11 athletes have gone through the documentation process here in Florida to even be a transgender athlete. And it seems like the Senate is going to be hearing a bill that would allow transgender athletes to join girls or women's teams if their testosterone levels are below a certain limit for a year before they begin competition. So the House bill I don't seem to like because it seems to just shut it down and say if you're transgender, you've gotten rid of your sports future. And I don't like that at all. I think that's wrong. It seems like the Senate's doing it well. You need fair competition. I am all about that, and I think a lot of people are. So I think this needs to be readdressed. So if you're in that, if you have a girl that plays sports, especially if you have a transgender student, this is something that I think you should probably put on your radar and be aware of. I don't think that the House got it right. Hopefully they can correct it before transgender athletes are impacted and affected. So that is what I got on my mind today.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
You've spent years losing sleep because of Netflix. Now Netflix wants to help you get sleep. They've teamed up with the meditation app Headspace for a new show called Headspace Guide to Sleep that is going to be premiering in 2 weeks. Now, I used to use that Headspace when I tried the meditation a couple of years ago, and then I got to the point where you had to start paying, and I was like, okay.
Your free trial is up, sir.
Right. So I did not pay for it.
But now you already pay for Netflix, so it's going to be free on Netflix?
I bet you it's not free. I bet it's a side thing.
I don't know that it is because right now there's already a Headspace show that is on there, a guide to meditation that they have. And this is now going to be Headspace Guide to Sleep, which seems like they're going to be taking it in a different direction. So this technically would be the second show, at least that I'm aware of, that Netflix has done with this Headspace.
There is some really great free stuff on YouTube for people who need that kind of that noise in the background. They have stuff where it sounds like an air condition comes on. They've got the ocean. They've got thunder.
Yeah.
They have all kind of fun stuff.
It's Headspace for a head case.
It really
Yeah, it
is
is.
for people who want to block out the voices in their head.
Yeah.
I can't hear you over the demons.
You're right. It does help block them out.
Yeah, so it'll be there. So just do a quick search on that Headspace. You'll get a couple things. One, if you want to learn a little bit more about meditation, they've got the show for that. And then the Guide to Sleep is coming up here in just about 14 days.
There's this one channel on YouTube. You put the TV on, you get set up in bed, and it's you, and they have you floating in space with this real peaceful, galactic kind of go-to-bed type music, and you are floating through space. You're on this space bed on a ship, and it really does kind of calm you down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they got some good stuff on there.
Virginia's looking at me.
I
going,
hate space, so I wouldn't do it.
They
but-
have other ones. You could actually, there's one where you could sit on the Titanic and it crashes as you're going to sleep.
Well, that sounds awful.
It's kind of awesome, actually.
Sounds like
sounds
the
horrific.
introduction to a nightmare.
What else? They're going to have one where I get chased and stabbed?
It shows in real time what it was like for the Titanic to sink, and it shows how it breaks. But the way they do it, it looks so peaceful at nighttime when you're going to bed.
I'm
I have a hard time believing that. If you talk to people that were on the Titanic when it crashed, I have a feeling they'd probably tell you anything but peaceful.
It was the opposite of peaceful.
I'll send you a link. It's pretty cool.
So we're telling you how to go to sleep with Netflix. How do you wake up in the best way? They say that if you want to wake up more alert and less groggy, wake up to a song you like. That is their strategy. And I was actually reading that this morning as a song came on that I liked. I'm like, you're right, it works.
Huh.
If you throw that, you got a little song in the background, you wake up. Maybe there's bacon, some smells to help you wake
Oh
up a
my
little
gosh. If there was somebody downstairs cooking bacon, I'd be up quick.
bit. With your
Yeah.
favorite song playing?
Yeah, the bacon part's a lot more complex.
You got to get a guy in your house. He's got to have a key.
Yeah.
You got to trust that he won't murder you.
Yeah.
There's a part on The Office where he makes his own bacon in the morning, but he lives alone, so he has it set up. So he walks onto his grill and cooks his foot because he lives by himself. But the smell of bacon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so just crank it up. The one thing they do say is the song should be upbeat. They found that sad, slow, depressing music is not going to wake you up, make you more alert and less groggy, but just put on a song you like that is upbeat and bam, it'll get you going. That's what they say. So, I don't know. We'll see. Somebody actually said that they do have a bacon alarm clock that starts cooking bacon by your bed for you.
Boom, look at that.
Wow. So wait, do you have to leave bacon raw on it all night?
That's the only downfall I see to it, but apparently that's what it does.
Huh.
So it would slowly start gently warming up and cooking bacon right next to your head.
That's what happens in Steve Carell's character in The Office.
And then you put the alarm clock too close to your face and the grease splatters right on it.
Oh my gosh, my girlfriend, she burned her boobs so bad.
Yeah.
Cooking bacon naked.
Yeah.
I've burned a lot of parts of my body cooking naked.
Bacon will
watch yourself.
spit at you from across the room. You got to be careful with that untrustworthy bacon.
When I cook, it spits back at me.
Yeah, and you're going to put that as an alarm clock next to your bed?
Some people like to live dangerously.
Okay.
Some people like a grease burn on their eyeball.
It's great. Hey, it'll wake you up, right?
Is bacon the best thing to wake up to? A good waffle or a pancake would be nice.
Oh, yeah. The smells of amazing food in the kitchen.
Oh, I got these chicken sausages with apple in them. Oh, they're so good for breakfast.
I don't want to wake up to that, though. They always throwing some weird kind of fancy thing.
It's not fancy.
I don't know. It's off.
Yeah, it's off.
Chicken and apple.
According to Morgan Stanley, the average U.S. household now pays for 2.5 streaming video services. That's where we are. So we cut the cord. We were so proud of ourselves, and now we're just putting all the money now into streaming services. Who's the dummy here?
Yeah, I think I still have DirecTV because of the NFL package.
Yeah.
And all we have is Netflix.
Do you still have that wrestling channel?
No, I think Panda got rid of it.
I think they don't have it like they used to either. They did something
okay.
with it because I've been trying to get it.
It was only like $10 a month.
Yeah.
But I don't think he watched it enough to justify it.
Yeah, they were doing, my son had it for a while. They were doing reality shows and all that kind of stuff with wrestlers.
That's what I love. They had some really goofball programming going on there that I
Wrestling is goofball.
but even deeper than the regular wrestling.
They did, one show was 2 wrestlers on a road trip.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was so dumb.
I love it.
So if you're looking for the best in streaming and you want to try to keep that 2.5 to 3 services, what do you go with? Netflix, far and away, the investments that they have made into programming is paid off because they are by far the most widely used streaming service. 58% of people say who do streaming use and have Netflix.
Wow.
45% for Amazon Prime. It's number 2.
45% have Amazon Prime?
I'm there
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I was really surprised by that number.
I'm milling around, and I started.
What's on it?
I started milling around because that's where Coming to America was at, and Coming to America got me there, and I started looking at other stuff.
Yeah, the Amazon Prime, it was a couple shows had dragged me over to it. The one was, I'm drawing a blank, never mind. But it was, I'll come back to it because I can't think of what it is. Getting old, man.
Peacock?
No, that's a streaming
The
service. I'm
network.
talking about it.
I'm trying to help.
You're not helping.
Wow.
The man's over here trying to think of a show
wait a minute.
on Amazon Prime, and you just named another network.
Hulu.
And how are you
Disney Plus.
How are you helping by critiquing me, Virginia? You're not helping either.
Wow.
At least I'm not derailing Kevin, poor thing, trying to think.
Hey,
He's
I'm over
old.
there trying to think. He's yelling other streaming services at me.
Narcos.
At least now you named a show. So you are warming up a
on
little
a
bit.
competing network, though. So is he helping?
No, he's not helping at all. Not helping at all. But it's better than the first recommendation he had.
Your pizza hat's on too tight.
I think it is.
Good heavens. Wow. So you got Amazon Prime at number 2 for not only most used, but also they say best original programming as well. Disney Plus falls in line at number 3.
Oh, yeah, we have that, but we don't pay for it. We use Jason's password.
It all
Okay.
evens out because I'm not paying for my HBO. I'm using my handyman's HBO.
Okay.
It all evens out.
31% are using the Disney Plus. Then you got HBO Max at 20%, and then the Peacock is up to 13% for most widely used. Now, if you're talking about the best original programming, it kind of falls similarly in line with the top three. Netflix, 39% best original, Amazon Prime, then Disney Plus. And then you've got Hulu at number 4 with 7% and HBO Max with 6%. But far and away, you're just seeing that, Netflix, they say 39% has the best original programming, Amazon Prime at 12%. So Netflix is in a big lead. So if you had to have one, Netflix seems to be the way to go.
I think who's got the best original programming, I think it's HBO, in my opinion. They can't really miss with the series, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Amazon Prime, a couple things to go with. I think the 000 is one that I'd watch that is really good. I would check that out. And mine, the Jack Ryan, that's what it is. The Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan is one that I saw on there. They've got Goliath, which I think was a pretty decent show as well. So that's some of the ones that are there. So if you're looking for the best streaming services, those are the top 3 that most people have and like the best. Celebrities having a birthday today. Got a shout out for Seth Rogen. I'm sure he's very excited that coming up on Tuesday, it's 420. So he's got a big
that's right, 420.
Yeah.
He just got called out on social media for having some kind of toxic environment for one of his movies he was a director from. Someone called him out.
Oh, is he getting canceled for his birthday?
He's getting canceled.
That's a terrible present.
Happy birthday, you're finished.
They're trying. I saw it in a couple places, but the story hasn't blown up too much.
Okay. And Chris Stapleton is 43 today. He is a musical artist that if you don't know, you need to know. He's technically in the country genre, but he doesn't necessarily fit in the country genre. I don't know if you can really put him into a box. It's kind of I don't know. It's just good music. It's, got kind of a southern rock kind of thing to it.
You ain't putting me in no box.
Yeah, he's actually, one of his songs is on a truck commercial.
He does a song too with Justin Timberlake called, I think, Say Something.
Yeah, he did. He's done. He's one of those artists that has mad respect from everybody.
Yeah, he does.
Other artists are like, this guy's really solid.
Rolling Stones would always put him in a top 20 of
He's in a list.
badasses of country people who aren't country. I don't know.
Yeah. Chris Stapleton's his name if you want to check him out. A couple of great songs out there from him. Also, we got a couple birthday shout-outs. Isabella Davis having a birthday from Dad, Mom, Big Brothers Jonathan and Maxwell, Big Sisters Claudia and Maria, and Grandma Mary and Rosalinda. Also, we got a shout-out to Espen. Best son and brother ever. Have a very happy 15th birthday from Mommy and Sister Evie.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, doing that. Kind of got the photo a little bit cut off there, but there's a little bit of Espen. Always see him out there. And a fun fact for him, Adam Sandler had run into him and heard the name and then used the name Espen in one of his movies. So
Wow.
that came from that Espen right there. ESPN is how it is spelled. So pronounced Espen. Cool little fun fact. Thank you for the birthdays. You can always send them to us. Mail at kvjshow.com. mail at kvjshow.com. A couple of comments we'd have from our streaming discussion. Somebody said the reason so many people have Amazon Prime is because you subscribe to that get free 1 or 2 day shipping if you order a lot from Amazon, and then the streaming comes with it.
They are right. I didn't even know I had this streaming service. I'm like, I can buy movies. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
it happens.
You can accidentally sign up for Amazon Prime too. I did that, and then it's $12.99 a month.
It is?
Yeah.
I've been priming it up for a while. 12 months for a month?
I just looked at the credit card statement and I was like, wait a minute, what? I didn't even mean to sign up for that.
I think it's worth it, though.
Fat fingers over here. I've been paying for it since January and didn't even know.
I think it's worth it. I think it comes with...
I've never watched it. I don't get Amazon stuff delivered to my house.
But Amazon Prime, I think, for someone who does order a lot of stuff, I think there's a lot of deals. There's a lot of...
It's something that if you use, it's worth it.
I don't use it.
Then it's not worth it. Yeah. But the one thing I would say is that people did vote them as second best for content on top of it. So I guess when people find it and they look into it and they're like, oh, that Jack Ryan show's good. The 000, that's good. And, of course, like you had said, Jbird, they did the new Coming to America. That was that HBO Max that did that?
I am wrong a lot. I don't even know.
I think it was Amazon actually that did that.
It's
Also,
confusing.
somebody want to let Vicious V know that there's a new season of Queen of the South on DirecTV.
I'm already watching it. It's on the USA Network, and
Okay.
we are, I think, 3 episodes in now,
Okay.
and it's good. I
And
like it.
I know people are pumped, and my wife included. There's a new season of Handmaid's Tale. Is that the name of the show that everybody loves?
Yeah, that creepy show.
Yeah, I know what it's about. I'm like, I'm not going to watch that.
I can't with that. It's a little heavy for me.
In 3 seconds, can you tell me what it's about?
Sexual perversion with young women, and they wear weird
Pass
red
through.
cloaks.
Wow, all right. That's kind of awesome.
Okay, Bird's in.
Well, the way Virginia described it sounds kind of fun.
I think the broads are like taken advantage of.
Oh, we
and-
didn't say that. Lead with that.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
weird.
it's disturbing.
It's disturbing.
Well, okay, you lead with it's disturbing.
Perversion. You got excited.
Well, it's
Yeah, he did.
It's perversion.
He's
always,
in on perversion.
It's perversion always.
It's not good perversion.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's like twisted.
Now I get it. I don't want to
Okay.
watch it.
Yeah.
Don't email me that I'm a creepo. Email Kevin.
And the way we watch TV is changing too. 90% of people now say they use their phone or tablet while they're watching TV
Wow.
because they a lot of times have a discussion going on as people are watching it. That's why Netflix was talking about now going back to, at least with the reality shows, releasing one at a time because they've realized and looked at stats like this, the communal effect of people watching a show together in real time and then having the whole week to talk about that episode before they give you another one. So, yeah.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
KVJ Draft. We are going to be doing the hottest men on the planet here today for our draft. What we got to do is we're going to be picking out a playing card, picking out the order of the draft, and then you get to ultimately pick 3 dudes for your team, and then we'll have people vote on who picked out the best team. And then tomorrow at this time, we'll announce who the winner is. So you get to vote all day long.
Is the objective of this, is it carnal feelings or what is this? Is
Only
it,
for you.
Is it just they are attractive? Is it sexual? Like
How
a
do you
cat-
define hottest, Virginia?
I mean, it's all of that. It's
Yeah.
the je ne sais quoi.
It's the whole
just,
package.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
something makes you just go, wow, that dude's got it.
Just say what the criteria is.
I got a 4 diamonds. What you got, Virginia?
I got a 2.
Oh, dang.
Got Jbird's card.
I got a 6 of a clubs. Is that club space?
Okay. Okay. What do you got, Denny's?
I got a 5.
Dang, we all
okay.
got low cards
we only
today.
What about suits in there?
Oh, he got an ace.
Dang, Suits goes first.
Are we doing dead celebrities too, or are we keeping them alive? I think that's a criteria we should set.
I don't know. Are you okay with doing that, I guess, right?
I guess. But then would you do dead at their peak
Dead at their peak.
and then alive currently? And it makes no sense.
That's why.
That's true.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, dead's out.
All right, that's why I ask.
Take this seriously.
Okay, bye, President Lincoln.
Hottest men alive.
All right.
Okay, so I think our draft order is going to go Suits, Jbird, Denny's, myself, and then Virginia. Okay, here we go. So Suits is running KVJ TV, so he's in the side studio on the phone. What you got for your first overall pick in the KVJ draft for the hottest men on the planet here, Suits?
I am going to go with David Beckham.
Oh.
David Beckham.
Good
Remember,
pick.
you can't use no hands in soccer suits.
Yes, you can.
What does that mean?
Soccer people got it.
Oh, they did. Okay, that's good. Jbird, you got the second pick. What you going with?
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Go with The Rock.
Yes, rock bottom me.
Okay, all right. We got 2 guys with South Florida ties off the board. Denny's, you got next pick. Hottest man on the planet. Who you going for?
I was going to go with everybody loves him, Keanu Reeves.
Uh-huh. It's like your body double.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Denny's on the list too, but didn't think we could do local.
Okay, with my overall first pick, I am going to go with Bradley Cooper.
Oh, you're a Cooper trooper.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go Bradley Cooper.
He likes that Cooper pooper.
Oh, yeah.
Does he?
know it. Virginia, you got the next 2 picks in the KVJ draft.
All right. I am going to take Brad Pitt
Okay.
And then I'm going to take. It's between two. George Clooney.
You old?
I know.
Okay. Clearly, you like Ocean's 11.
Her list kicked ass back in '95.
Nobody asked you. You tried to pick Abraham Lincoln. Okay?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, he didn't do anything great.
He's a zombie.
Okay, next pick in the draft for me, I am going to go with Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay, Denny's, you got next pick.
I think I'm gonna go with Hugh Jackman. I think that guy's a good looking dude.
Wolverine.
Okay. All right, yeah, he's multi-talented.
Yeah,
Very
he's
nice.
a man of the stage.
Okay, Bird, who are you going to pick for the hottest man on the planet to go with The Rock?
Team Bird goes with Jason Momoa, Aquaman. I might have just won the tournament.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Pick.
Yep, Suits.
Okay.
Suck it, Suits.
Jbird's got a lot of studs in there, doesn't he?
I do.
He likes tough, muscular men.
He likes a man to just
Yeah, he
work
does.
him over.
Yeah, clearly we know he's a bottom.
Clearly.
Yeah.
The rock bottom.
You're a sub.
Okay, Suits, you got the next two picks, KVJ draft for the hottest man on the planet.
I will take Ryan Reynolds,
Oh.
Okay,
And-
solid.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Okay. Very nice. Okay, Bird, your final pick for your team for the hottest men on the planet.
Team Bird goes with Channing Tatum.
What?
You have to be able to say
Who are you
it.
going with?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum? All right, we'll write down Channing Tatum.
Channing.
Channing Tatum.
Magic Mike.
Oh, we can't take care
Channing
of
Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Okay.
Yeah, Channing Tatum. Yep.
Okay. Got it?
Rounded up the big three.
Feeling good about it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, Dennys, who are you going with?
I was gonna do Kevin Ralston for my final
Oh,
pick.
man, that's
I honestly think that wins the
I think
tournament.
that still works, right?
I think it wins the
I might
tournament.
go, Kevin Ralston in
Oh,
there.
come on. That feels like that's...
I was gonna
It
throw
should
my,
be foul.
It's an interesting play.
I was gonna throw my
It is an
dad in
interesting
there.
play.
How,
Yeah, well, how does it Randy work?
how will it work?
Yeah. How
If,
does
if,
it play?
if we can't, I have another choice. But you know,
I say let them play.
It's an interesting experiment. Okay, my final pick, I am going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, he's good too.
Okay. All right.
Does he have good hair? He sounds like he's got
He
great
has
hair.
amazing
He's got
hair,
that polo
great
hair.
body. Yeah, he's
everything
he's a
you're not.
stud.
Yeah,
He's
everything.
a stud.
All right, pipe down. We're getting heckled by the old woman over here, Kevin.
Yeah, Virginia, who are you going to add to your over 50 team?
Come on, Grandma, what do you got?
When Grandma likes to fantasize,
What?
I'm taking Shamar Moore. He was on Young and the
Yeah.
Restless, and he has been delicious for many years.
Good looking dude.
Shamar Moore.
Okay, here we go. This is a recap of who we have. Hottest men on the planet. Virginia's hot stud team is Shamar Moore, George Clooney, and Brad Pitt. I have got Bradley Cooper, Lenny Kravitz, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Denny's has got Keanu Reeves, Hugh Jackman, and me.
I'm voting for Denny's.
yes.
He might win it.
Oh, jeez. Jbird's got The Rock, Jason Momoa, and Channing Tatum. And then Suits has got David Beckham, Ryan Reynolds, and Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, Suits lost.
I think Virginia lost.
Whatever.
I think Denny's won.
All the old biddies are going to vote on my list.
Denny's has the sex factor.
Okay.
Kevin Ralston.
All right, hopefully you guys are ready to laugh. Time for another round of Producer Denny's Joke Jury.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Denny's, we want to laugh.
Yeah. He writes up the comedy, we judge it.
You brought those rotten tomatoes this week, right? Just in case we don't
You
chuckle.
know it.
We could never throw tomatoes at Denny's. That's sweet Denny's.
All I brought was fish guts. Will that work?
Oh, I prefer tomatoes.
All right, let's see what we got here. Denny's, take it away.
Joke one. What's the worst part about running into Stuart Little at a party?
I don't know, what is the worst part about running into Stuart Little at a party?
The small talk.
Yeah, right.
Mouse.
Okay.
Small.
Second joke. What game do plumbers play at the casino?
I don't know what game do plumbers play at the casino.
Craps.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Moving on.
Kevin's laughing.
I'm trying to get myself warmed up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
That's Kevin laughing.
In it.
Yep. All right.
Third joke. Why do paranormal teams go to Panama for spring break?
I don't know. Why do they go to Panama for spring break?
Because Ghouls Gone Wild.
Ghouls gone.
Okay.
I love ghouls.
Trying to get flashed by a
Getting
ghost.
there. Getting there.
Warming up.
Yeah.
Fourth joke. What happened to the trash talking snail?
I don't know. What did happen?
Got slugged.
Oh, bam. Take that. Okay. Finish it up strong, Denny's.
Final joke for you guys. What do cartographers do when they're horny?
What's a cartographer?
They make they paint the geographic formations of
You gotta
land.
love
Doing
when the,
maps.
you gotta love when the
Making
audience
maps.
asks questions for the joke.
I know cartographer's a stretch.
I'm actually loving it because it's so random and rare.
Comedian,
It was
can you
a great
explain your
setup, yeah.
joke?
Cartographer humor. I don't know, Denny's. What is it?
What do they do? Well,
Yeah.
they map that ass.
They mapped
I don't know
that
if I
ass?
get it.
Wait, what is that? They mapped that ass.
I love
What?
Virginia's confusion in her head. Where it's like, I still don't
Wait, hold
get
on.
it.
They mapped that ass.
What do they do?
They map that ass.
You didn't know what a cartographer was either.
I don't get the punchline either.
Guess what? We're all lost. There you go. Welcome to the joke jury. Okay, do you want to be the cool mom? I know some moms care about that. There are two elements, they say, that will make you the cool mom, according to a new survey. One, mom will talk openly with her kids about anything and everything.
Anything?
Anything. And two, to be the cool mom, she will let her kids get away with some things that a, quote, normal mom wouldn't when they're growing up.
Cocaine parties.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool. Look at me. Come on, kids, do a rail.
I draw the line at blow. I draw the line at blow.
You do? Okay. So there you go. That's apparently what it takes if you care to be the cool mom. Some moms just like, I don't care to be cool.
Yeah, it's not that important to me. I'd rather be the mom that keeps her kids safe.
Yeah.
How about raising a decent human? Let's
Yeah.
let's concentrate on that part.
Let's focus on the important things, like training them to be kind to people,
Being hashtag be cool.
contribute to society, work hard, care.
A great influencer.
So what was your day of mothering like yesterday, Virginia? As you talked about Rocco here after the parent-teacher conference, they had talked about him kind of staring up at the sky, not really getting plugged into his work. You're having struggles at home, get him to do it, and he also wasn't really socializing with kids his age.
Yeah, it was very upsetting to hear just how unplugged Rocco was at kindergarten and how he's just kind of like, whatever, I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. So yesterday I was dreading him coming home from school so much that it gave me like a headache and I was all like nervous about it.
A little anxiety.
Yeah. My eye was twitching. It was weird. I was just like,
Maybe you got some of that pink eye again.
And then I got a message from his teacher and she wanted to give me a full report on how he did on the first day back after his bad report.
Okay.
And she said he was engaged. She said he was into it.
What?
He was such a part of the class and really seemed to care. She said today was amazing. He was even trying to help out his friends. He was on task. He was focused. He earned little prizes for doing good.
I mean, to me, that sounds like a celebration, a win. We've got some whiskey. Let's celebrate.
I got the kid pizza last night. I was so happy.
Wow.
I took him to his favorite store, Rocky's Ace Hardware in Tequesta.
Okay.
And I bought him a key fob, which he wanted,
Oh, I get it.
and got him pizza.
A key fob.
He wanted a key fob. I don't know.
Boys will be boys.
Well, what do you think changed then?
I think we just impressed upon him how important it was. I don't know if it was me screaming or his dad speaking peacefully to him.
He listened to yesterday's show.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. So, I mean, when you and Panda talk, who can claim a victory here with their parenting style?
I think Panda. Because
Okay.
Panda drops him off at school. So Panda gets the last moments with him, the last chance in his ear. And Panda was all about the positive reinforcement, which I said I'd be happy to do if we had something positive to celebrate.
Okay.
And we did yesterday, so we did celebrate it.
Wouldn't that be cool if every time I behaved in a meeting, I got pizza? That would be the definition of living, baby.
You're grown up. You can.
I hear you. It's a cool reward.
Imagine, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting stuff.
I know. So we'll see if he can keep it up.
Okay.
Or if it was a one-day thing. I pray he can keep it up.
When's his birthday?
July.
All right. He's going to be what, 9?
6.
Okay, 6.
What did you say?
He's not going to be sex. He's going to be 6.
I almost said 7. 6 and 7, if you put it together, it comes out as sex.
Which is weird.
It is.
Well, apparently there is a new term that we need to get rid of in our society as well. The Associated Press Style Book. Guess they put together words, how we use it. They teach people how to write for publications today. And they are arguing that the term mistress is no longer appropriate for a woman who is in a long-term sexual relationship with and is financially supported by a man who is married to someone else.
Why? Are mistresses getting their feelings hurt?
They say instead you should be using an alternative like companion,
Hussy.
friend, or lover
Hooker, homewrecker.
on first reference and provide additional details later.
Did they have tramp in there?
About to get her ass kicked?
Yeah, we're not gonna lighten up on how we feel when someone wrecks a marriage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you're sleeping with married dudes, you deserve all the bad things we say.
I'm not gonna clean it up. Fire me.
Thought of using mistress is because there is thought that it is unfair that there doesn't seem to be a male equivalent to the term mistress, painting shade only on women who knowingly have a sexual relationship with someone who is married.
That's a bunch
No.
of horse crap. It's
He's
not
a
true.
pig.
He's a pig.
He's disgusting. We hate him. He's terrible. He's gross. He's a pervert.
They always act like there's not these terms for these piggy men, and there are. Everyone knows a guy that cheats on his wife is a pig.
And so that would be the official term. If you had to say, what do we call it? The guy equivalent, it's pig?
Cheating pig.
Yeah, a cheating pig, a disgusting human.
We're not defending cheaters here. We're
No.
not going to the
Yeah.
point where I have to be politically correct because
Yeah.
someone's sleeping with a husband. It might hurt their feelings.
Right.
It's not going to I already got crap for calling a dancer, a stripper, a bird, get out of the 20th century. How dare you? I don't know what people want.
So they're a dancer, you don't use stripper.
Oh, someone sent me a long email. I said we were talking about dancers, and I called the person a stripper.
Do they not take their clothes off?
Dog, I didn't even respond back. I read it. I drank after. I'm like... Well, it was basically saying I was such a bad person for calling dancers strippers. I'm sorry.
They're always changing the terms on us.
They are.
Now they're changing this one.
And we're old.
Yeah, you think I really meant harm by calling someone a stripper? No.
Yeah.
Of course not. I don't think you should treat anybody bad because they're a stripper.
Anybody who brings their boobies out for joy should be celebrated.
If I took off my clothes for money and I was stripping off my clothes, I'd be okay with you calling me a stripper.
I think with a lot of these terms, they feel like the term brings a lot of bad connotations and associations. So they want a new term that freshens it up. But my question is then just over time, does that new term just not take on the same stank that the last term had?
Of course it does. And then in 40 years, you're going to have to come up with a new word. You can't say
Right.
dancer anymore.
Because
they also
it's
don't
dirty
dance.
and moldy.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
But the whole concept hasn't changed to what you do.
Dog, I say it every week. I'm aging out of Earth.
Yes. The Associated Press Style Book is recommending to get away from the term, and they provided other alternatives like a companion, friend, or lover to go with instead. And I think that some people bringing up the point that it is sexist, and somebody did text in and said, yeah, there's no standard male equivalent to mistress. Mistress is sexist. And that's where we're missing the mark. So the question is to me, what would be an agreed upon term? Some people are saying maybe man whore, but does that have the same type of feel as mistress?
I don't see how this is sexist in the least bit. This is where I think people have too much time on their hands and they want to get offended about something. Okay, you know what? Let's not call them mistress. Let's call them homewreckers. I think homewrecker sounds worse. Mistress kind of sounds classy to me.
They can both be a homewrecker. He can also be a D-head. He can be a dirty scoundrel. He can be a filthy bastard. Like, there's plenty of names for him, too.
We're basically arguing that there's not a exact equivalent term for it, but she just listed off so many things you would call somebody who does that as a man.
Yeah, and I think that's just what it is they want, okay, guys should be held accountable and is shamed by a term that sticks to them, and it should be looked on in our society as just as bad when a guy goes in for a married woman and does the exact same thing. We have a mistress. What is that guy? And we got to make sure that dudes don't get it easier than women when they do the exact same thing.
Who are these people who think men don't get called terrible names when they are out cheating and sleeping with a bunch of women? They absolutely get called terrible names when they do that. So to act like men are getting a free pass on this is just not accurate.
Now, whoever does this to an innocent spouse, whether it's a man or a woman, when you're hurting an innocent spouse that gets blindsided by this, whether you're the one who's in the marriage or the one who's not in the marriage, you're a dirtbag.
This is the kind of stuff in the media that people get annoyed with because they're writing something that's appearing as a news or an opinion article behind some kind of publication, but it's not accurate.
Don't let them get us all upset and turn the sexes against each other.
That's what they're doing again.
That's not fair because both sexes are disgusting and gross for what they've done.
Yes.
And we call them both out.
Yeah.
We use different words, but we call them both out.
When you got the man hater Virginia agreeing with me, you know that article's bogus. Can I get an amen?
He's right. I mean, most men, I do hate them.
And I think all they're trying to say is that just we have a standard term for the women. Let's adopt one for the guys and make sure that it's treated equally.
There's not one, but I don't think it was done on purpose to be mean to women.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what they do. See how we're getting all bitchy and what?
Don't
guys are very fired up.
This is what they do, though.
This is not a sex thing. This is not a women versus men thing. This is all of us against cheaters.
Yeah.
This is all of us against people that break up happy homes.
I would say go get a hobby, too.
Somebody said in Spanish they're referred to as amante. It's for male and female, so it has the same connotation for either gender, so that one is not held more responsible than the other. They're treated equally, which
they
seems
should
fair.
be. Yes.
To me, being called a mistress or a cheating pig, I think cheating pig sounds way worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And in Mexico, they call that person a married guy who's with a married woman a Sancho. Sancho. Mm-hmm. There you go.
I think what we've kind of all agree with this whole conversation is men are pigs.
There are plenty of times to be mad at men. And trust me,
exactly.
I'll be the first in line. But just because they don't have a name that is the equivalent of mistress is not a reason to be mad at them.
And the reason why they do this is because they know people are going to get all fired up because you're now defending the mistress, the one that's wrecking the home. They're defending it and making it that they're not that bad of a... We need to be nicer to the mistress, which is going to get people going, what? I got to get online. I got to fight. Share this. Can you believe this? Mistress, men, women, why? We hate each other.
Yeah,
and none of it's true.
I don't like the Associated Press's play because they are trying to sugarcoat, in a sense, what it is. Where they're saying, oh, I'll call him a companion, a friend, or a lover.
Get the hell out of here.
Persecutions. That's why I don't like where they're going with it. But the one point made is, we do in English need to have a male equivalent to mistress to make sure that we don't let dudes off the hook.
We're not, though. Who's letting these guys off the hook? Nobody is. You call out piggy people.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
A ton of great confessions came in tail end of last week. I will start those off here today. Look, nobody's perfect. Sometimes the first step is just kind of admitting that, okay, I did something. We all have. We've all done terrible things in our life.
We're all thinking about doing terrible things later today.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if we had some mistresses call in with their.
We do have some of that. Yeah, mistresses are
some mistresses that want to whoop up on us.
Yeah, I want to hear their confessions.
Yeah. Of course, we can all do a little bit better, but just feel a little bit more human here. We're letting people text in their confessions, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. One text said, my ex-boyfriend bought a car for me to drive. Relax, it was a Hyundai, not a Porsche. And when he broke up with me, I stopped making payments and let it get repossessed. Okay.
Dang, I mean, I need more details to see who really is the jerk in that situation.
Okay. Somebody else said, I had sex with a guy, the condom broke, and I hoped I was pregnant, so the guy had to stay with me.
Oh.
Well, if you didn't break it on purpose and you're only hoping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think victimless crime at this point. You didn't do anything on purpose.
Now, if you broke it on purpose and you're still hoping, now that we have a problem.
I stuck 14 needle holes in it. Is that on purpose?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, back in 2013, working at Toys R Us, my coworkers and I, 2 guys and 3 girls, got a hotel room and had an impromptu orgy. It was great.
A Toys R Us orgy?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Dang. Okay. Didn't know they were so...
They worked in the giraffe.
I wonder how many times that happens in a work situation where the entire shift has an orgy.
Dang.
It sounds like it's definitely the setting of some porn movie.
I mean, Toys R Us, it's such so pure, so innocent.
I know, and then you go to a hotel for an orgy afterwards? Who would have thought?
How did that get started? I have so many more details. Can they call in?
I don't know. Maybe they could. They got a text number on that one.
Please.
Call them up. Another text said, I've been giving oral favors to my new coworker every week in the bathroom at work, male on male. All right.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. I never mind. I can't tell that story.
You did it too?
No. But we walked in on something. We don't want to. Never mind. I can't. There's so many people.
You walked in on male action in the men's restroom?
Not at this station.
So you did.
But we'll just leave it at that.
Was it in Miami?
We'll leave it at that. I shouldn't have said anything.
Did I forget you? You told me this and I forgot the story?
I think so.
Juicy.
Oh, wow.
Maybe the after show podcast. It's too graphic.
Well, you don't have to give names, but you need to give details.
Kevin's would have to dump me.
We'll definitely have to get to it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, that might be something we need to hit up here soon. What you saw that you weren't supposed to see.
Yes, definitely not supposed to see it.
Scandalous.
Okay. All right, we'll definitely get to that here in just a bit. We got so many things to confess here today.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, other confessions that people have texted into us, 877-979-WRMF. Somebody here said, my husband and I have an active sex life, but there are nights that I'm not feeling it. So I have an aromatherapy mist machine in my room that usually has a spa scent. But on those nights that I don't want any, I put on a lavender scent that knocks my husband out by the time I get out of the shower, and he has no clue.
Sleepy time air mist.
Yeah, I can't wait, honey. I'm going to take a shower, and then we'll get at it right as soon as I get back.
You're kind of aroma drugging him.
It's the tree-hugging version of Xanax.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You're kind of drugging him, but kind of not.
It's a brilliant confession. Very nice. Somebody said that my confession is I made love with somebody I thought was very beautiful, and then 2 months later I showed up to a family reunion to find her there. Turns out she's my first cousin.
Oh, boy.
And now it's an awkward situation. I don't know if I should tell my dad I made love to his brother's daughter.
There's no bun in the oven, is there?
And no, it happened right before the pandemic. So they're trying to figure out, and they've confessed this to their coworker who thinks that I should let the family know, but I don't want to mess anything up. What would KVJ say?
I don't think you should let the family know, but you should definitely speak with her and make sure she agrees to keep this a secret from the adults.
When I was 11, I had no idea what my cousin looked like. And then when I met her up in Pennsylvania, she didn't feel like my cousin. I kind of developed a crush on her.
You like that body?
I'm embarrassed to say I think I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. After it was explained to me, she's blood relative. But it was the first girl that really showed me attention, so I developed a crush on her.
Aww.
Yeah, but am I sick? Is Kevin got emails now?
So you say don't say anything, Virginia, just...
You
didn't know,
You
right?
didn't know,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. You didn't come into this with bad intentions to hurt her or the family.
Yeah.
But you may want to get her on the same page and make sure that she is okay with keeping it a secret too. Because if she tells everybody, then you're going to look like a bad guy. You got to see that coming.
And I'm looking at this as a positive, half full kind of a thing. At least it wasn't your sister. Right?
Yeah.
Let's look at the positive.
Yeah. Somebody texted in this confession, said, I was supposed to get my COVID vaccine last night, but I went out drinking with a buddy instead. My wife woke up this morning to find me thrown up in the bathroom, and now she's told me she refuses to get her vaccine after seeing my reaction to it. She would be so pissed if I told her that I blew off my appointment to get hammered, so I'm staying quiet.
Oh, no.
You just did it all wrong, dude.
You did everything wrong.
Man.
You just did it all wrong.
Oh, she thinks you're throwing up because of the vaccine and you went out and got hammered instead?
You got double eyes going right there.
Oh, man. Boy, that's a lot you got going on there, buddy.
You need to immediately get the vaccine and just don't do anything stupid like that again.
Jeez.
And we do stupid things and we're telling you to stop doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you have bad reactions to the vaccine that are anything worse than the norm, like sore arm, flu-like, if you're Ralphing and you're really, really sick, you're supposed to report that to your doctor and they're supposed to report it to the CDC so they can keep track of severe side effects.
Yeah, if you got the EBBs, the eyeballs bleeding, you got to call.
You do. The EBBs. Could you imagine if your eyeballs were bleeding?
That'd be terrible.
It'd be a tough symptom.
Well, listen to this. Somebody texted this in and said, when I was 10, I stuck a pin through a bar of soap and the tip broke off. I panicked, but then put the soap back on the dispenser. And then a week later, my dad starts screaming in the shower and comes out of the bathroom covered in blood.
Oh, I can't hear it.
What the hell?
I felt terrible, but we did get a free year of soap.
Did you ever say anything?
No. That's why they're confessing it now all the way when they're 10. They did that. And Dad got so pissed he got a free year of soap.
Oh my gosh, kids are so dumb.
Oh,
they do
man.
stuff like that.
Oh, could you imagine, though, having a pin in your bar of soap?
Where did he get it? Hopefully not the...
Oh, man.
Kevin, that would be
Oh, that's terrible.
a crushing blow to the program.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, my gosh. Wow, okay. Somebody said, my confession, I was today's years old when I realized that the Pulitzer Prize Award isn't called the Pull It Surprise.
Pull it. Surprise. Pull it.
What do they pull? Surprise.
Pull my finger.
By the way, I'm 46. Okay.
Don't feel bad. I just found out that unshelled nuts are shelled nuts. What?
What?
Shelled means there's no shell on them.
It doesn't make any sense.
You still don't get it.
I do get it. I'm just really slow today. And it doesn't. It's the dumbest thing I've heard. One of them.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Kind of interesting to see what Disney is doing. They are relaxing some long-held guidelines and restrictions that they have had on dress codes, stepping into a new world. If you used to be one of the cast members at Disney World, you were not allowed to do many things that now you can, like visible tattoos. They have loosened up restrictions on those. So if you're all yadded up, you can now work at Disney.
Okay.
Disney is also no longer going to specify the length of men's hair, and it's also going to drop a prior ban on men wearing nail polish.
So
Really?
you couldn't have long hair if you worked at Disney if you were a dude?
Apparently not.
That's so archaic, man.
Yeah, and I think they realize that and say we got to get with the times. So especially with all the gender things that are happening now, they have actually gotten rid of references to gender from their employee dress guidelines, and cast members can also dress in whatever gender costume they wish.
I like this.
Yeah. So there you go. So you can be yadded up, have long hair, nail polish, whatever.
I've never understood the whole long hair. Get a hair. I used to have baseball coaches that would do that. Got to cut your hair to be on this team. Why?
It's an old school way of thinking. Same with the tattoos and anybody. If you let a girl wear nail polish, you got to let a guy wear nail polish. You can't say just one gender can't wear nail polish.
If you call a woman a mistress, you got to call a guy a mistress.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Man-ho.
We're trying to get equality here.
Man-ho works good.
It's way worse than mistress.
There's a guy in Castleberry, Florida that got kicked out by his grandma on Saturday, so he went over to a woman's house, and then when she didn't invite him in and offer him money for a hotel instead, he threatened to set her place on fire.
Oh my, dude.
It's a big move.
It is, so she called the cops, he drove off, and drove straight into a pond.
Karma.
As he swam back to shore, the cops were there waiting for him.
You're going to have to come with us, sir.
Is that a Florida story?
Yeah, Castleberry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Florida story.
It feels Florida.
Sounds right.
Doesn't feel like this guy really went at it the right way. Apparently, he's not seen Narcos or any of the cartel shows. He's a teacher from North Carolina that tried to break into a cartel's stash house to steal money and drugs.
Oh boy, into the cartel?
Yeah, he's like, well, I would love drugs, and they've got a lot of money, so I just need to go in there.
You can't say that guy doesn't have balls.
I mean, you're kind of dumb, though.
I didn't say he was bright.
Yeah.
He's stupid.
Yeah, he's pretty dumb. They killed him.
Well, duh.
Nobody was shocked.
I could have told you the end of that story.
No, you're right. No one's stunned. He's a teacher.
Yeah.
Dude.
He saw Breaking Bad way too many times.
Oh, my gosh.
He had a death wish.
What are you doing? Cops in New York are looking for a guy who broke into a frozen yogurt shop on Easter and only stole toppings. I guess it's smarter than breaking into a cartel safe house, but
That's amazing.
there's a guy in Austria that was in the news last summer when he said breaking wind on a cop was freedom of expression.
It's not.
Hell
It's actually
no.
assault.
That is
Yeah.
doing it to anybody. It doesn't matter that person's profession. We don't fart on each other.
No, you can't. They did reduce his fine from $600 to $120, though.
I thought we had a clip of either the clowns talking. Someone was either talking about the case. I heard the audio today. I think it's in there. Every time I do this, we never can find the audio. Why do I speak Virginia? It's not in there, is it, Kev?
Kevin's looking lost.
Oh, he's looking.
You've derailed the show again.
Damn it, Bert.
The only thing Kevin's looking for now is that Bit Killer song because you kind of.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm
Why do
looking
I do
everywhere.
At least you're consistent.
No, it's gotta be in there. Hold on, I swear I sent it. No?
Oh, I got it.
Up the show. Let's set up the flow. The show is down ruined. What the hell are you doing?
Okay.
It's so insulting, too, that it's you singing it to yourself.
Yeah.
It's tough, and I didn't send it. I am a bit killer.
Oh,
Gosh, man, I'm so
the
sorry.
truth comes out.
I'm sorry. All the haters are right.
Well, police in New Jersey got an interesting report about a weird object in a park last week with a wire coming out of it. And when they investigated, they found the device was actually a homemade UFO detector. The UFO detector was a headphone cord plugged into a soup can attached to a piece of wood.
Oh, bless their heart.
That's insulting. Don't say that.
They really thought.
The police say they disarmed the UFO detector by unplugging the headphone cord.
Listen, we all gotta believe in something.
Oh,
no?
my gosh. I'm embarrassed for this person.
Yeah.
I'm defending them.
You are.
Sega just announced a new game called Final Battle. But there's a problem apparently with the font because when people started reading it, Final Battle with that font looks like it says Anal Battle. And people were getting confused as to what the game was all about.
If you Google Anal Battle, you're going to get something that's not a video game.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. The Australian Navy apparently does it right. They introduced a new warship, but the only thing people could talk about was how they had dancers twerking on it. So that's a great way to christen a ship, huh?
Yeah.
There's some Scrabble players out there that are mad that several racial slurs have been removed from the official game dictionary. They're trying to get into the modern times, but the old Scrabble people, they want to be able to say terrible things, apparently. They say somebody on Reddit posted a photo earlier this week that showed how their in-laws ripped up their carpet and found a huge Monopoly board painted on the floor.
When we bought our house in Gardens, it came with carpet, and like the first week we were in there, we kept on smelling something horrific. We ripped up all the carpets, and they had dried, worn down dog poop flat.
That's terrible.
All over.
That's not as fun as a Monopoly board.
On the concrete.
Yeah.
They were living like that.
That's disgusting.
We had to take it all out, clean the dog poop.
Gnarly.
Why would you do that?
They're gross.
They were gross,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Give me a Monopoly board any day. They say that the first liquor store in Fort Lauderdale's Flagler Village has now opened. If you were going to open up a liquor store in Fort Lauderdale, what would you call it, Jbird?
Fort Lickerdale!
Yeah! That's the name of it.
Are you an investor?
Lickerdale.
I would love to be.
Are you a part of this?
We call it Fort Lickerdale. I almost swore on accident.
What's wrong with
Fort
you?
Lickerdale forever.
Somebody got so excited.
Yeah.
I think I accidentally said fort and almost said the other word.
Easy, big fella.
It's not podcast time, Bird.
Yeah, pretty solid marketing there. And an interesting marketing tactic done by Steakums. They went after Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter.
I saw this.
It was a really interesting, unexpected, one-sided slamming that Steakums smacked down on Neil deGrasse Tyson when he tweeted out, "The good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it." And Steakum responded with, "Log off, bro." Before going off, Steakum then argued that Neil deGrasse Tyson's tweet may influence people to be more skeptical of science in a time of unprecedented misinformation, and that science is an ever-refining process to find truth, not a dogma.
Whoever is the Steakums account manager came with the heat.
They did.
Well, does he have some kind of crazy theories about science where other scientists are not backing him?
Well, oddly enough, the science community started to back Steakums.
I read the two things and I was like, yeah, Steakum's making sense.
Well, I know he's controversial. I know some other people have gone after him for some of his science beliefs, but I don't know him that well.
So Dr. David Gorski tweeted out, "Seeing a frozen meat company drag Neil deGrasse Tyson for intellectually sloppy thinking is not something you see every day. Worse for NGT, the frozen meat company is correct."
Whoa.
Yeah, everybody was backing Steakums.
So he must have some crazy theories then.
Well, they
Steakums
just didn't
brought
like
the
what he
heat.
said. He said that the good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it, and Steakums took that theory to task. And other people agree that, yes, that was a very sloppy and lazy comment by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Then Steakums just said, yeah, you know what? We're just a brand trying to sell products, so everything we do is based in self-interest to grow our business.
Well,
I don't like Steakums, but they make me want to buy Steakums.
Gosh, I was raised on Steakums. We loved them.
I'm not surprised.
Mom, look at them big hoagie rolls. Oh, Steakums.
Yeah, so there you go. Steakums, oddly enough, winning Twitter wars against scientists. Okay, got some random questions here for you. When you have leftover pizza, do you just leave it in the box on the table or do you refrigerate it?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, it depends what kind of mood I'm in.
If there's meat on it, I'll bag it and refrigerate it. If it's got any kind of meat. But if it's just a cheese pizza, which usually in my house it is just a cheese pizza because I have these kids, they don't like anything fun or exciting, I leave it out.
Yeah, the reheating of a pizza is such a a tough game.
It is, yeah.
Many mistakes can be made at any given time.
But some of the best reheated pizza comes from putting it in a skillet and putting the skillet on the top of the stove and reheating it that way.
She's not lying. You gotta be careful. I bought one of those iron cast skillets the other day for my grilled cheese party, and I burned the hell out of both of my hands.
A cast iron piece of cookware is such a high skill level piece of cookware. I can't believe you bought that, first of all, and I can't believe you didn't kill yourself.
I had to take a couple days off playing guitar because my skin has been
Really?
It hurts, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Cast iron is way advanced.
Well, I'm so used to grabbing the handle with the rubber thing. I ain't got no rubber thing on there.
No, it goes right for it.
Cast iron will heat your stuff up so fast, too. And
It
then
does.
when it comes to cleaning it, it's a whole different process.
Yeah.
You have to store it properly with oil on it. You can't use soap. You can't let it get too wet.
I did it all wrong. I think I'm just going to throw it out because this pan is going to kill me.
Be the death of you.
Well, I burned both hands at different times doing the same exact thing. I grabbed the handle twice with two different hands.
I'll buy you a pan and I'll trade you. You can give me that cast iron.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you're good. I'll take care of you.
See, that question, so much conversation.
Yeah, from pizza to skillets to who knows what. Yeah, I think the right game is, and how we do in the Ralston household, is pizza will stay out on the counter until nighttime when we go to bed. And if there's still any left, then it'll go to the refrigerator. And I think for that reason, it is so tricky to reheat.
Some people love cold pizza. That is not my game. It's got to be a little bit warm for me.
Me too. Panda will just eat it cold. He'll eat cold chicken wings. I'm like, why would you do that? Because all the flavor is in the fat. And when the fat coagulates, it's not going to be as delicious and runny and warm.
I used to do it, Pandy. I would eat the pizza cold, and it'd be fine. But you're right. The coagulation, all of that. The coagulation, all of that. it coagulates.
Yeah, there's a definite difference in a food between room temperature and then when it hits the refrigerator.
Yes.
It changes it.
And two, I find that it's easier and better to warm up room temperature pizza. When you try to bring pizza back from being in the fridge, it is more difficult.
Yeah.
To me, refrigerator takes out the flavor
It
when
does.
you do leftovers.
There's
it does,
a lot of bread, a lot of your pastry products, a lot of stuff like that. It hurts the product when you refrigerate it.
And it's weird, too, that people think we do a cooking show.
Jude on here from Miami has got a pizza hack. What is your pizza hack for us, Jude?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Honestly, dude, I take the leftover pizza and I fold one or two pieces in half and I stick it in a waffle maker.
Oh, the waffle maker.
I let the waffle maker cook.
Yeah.
Hey, I kid you not, dude, that it is on point. It is literally like a breakfast pizza panini. It is so fire. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. And if you want to spice it up, you can even throw some fresh toppings in the middle before you close it up and cook it. Oh,
that really is genius.
Yeah.
That's a great call.
If me and you met, I would want to be your friend. You just got a good pizza vibe about yourself, my man.
Call of the day.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, my wife uses our waffle maker every single day. She'll just take cheese and then she'll put toppings in the middle. Could be pepperoni, different things she'll do in there. And you basically then put cheese on top and it kind of makes like a cheesy Hot Pocket, and you can then just dip that in marinara.
With no carbs.
There's a lot of great keto stuff you can do with those things.
I love seeing you talk about cheese. You light up.
I love it. I'm all for it.
He doesn't sanction the no carbs part, but
the fact that the Diet Pansy's talking about cheese, it's a step in the right direction.
People are talking about the air fryer and how great that does with it too.
People love their air fryer.
You're right.
Yeah, big topic of conversation. Okay, next random question I have for you here. Let's say you're starving but only have $5. What do you get?
Oh my, starving but only have $5?
You want to get the big bang for your buck. I mean, there's a lot of fast food places that you can get. They have a lot of good pizza deals too, where you can buy 2 slices of pizza with a soda for under $5. You just have to know where to go.
Okay. All right. What do you think? $5. What do you go and get?
I mean, on Wednesdays, Publix has $5 sushi. That's always yummy.
No way. You're not getting your bang for your buck.
But it
On
fills
Wednesdays
me.
they have that?
Wednesdays they do. They have a deal, $5 sushi.
It was sushi made on Friday. Enjoy.
Back in March.
What if you went to fast food where they do like the 99-cent cheeseburger deals?
Oh, I love that.
You
But that's sporadic.
You get at least 4 sandwiches.
Yeah. That's a solid way to do it.
Still to this day, one of my favorite things is the double cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Yeah, what's that clocking in now at the price? It should not be in the $2 range, right?
It's on the extra value meal. I know that.
I'm looking at extra value meal, and we're going to see what the hell's going on here.
That is open for anybody. If you got a suggestion, $5. What is the best bang for your buck if you are starving?
You get one of those finger quickies at Bud's. Those are good. Those are priced right.
You're right.
Taco Bell, you can probably take a good run, right?
Although I have noticed Taco Bell increasing their prices. Can someone confirm
I think they have
this?
been, yeah. They've been removing some of the items, and then they bring them back. They jack up the prices on you.
They said just when they see you pull up, though.
You don't have to give her a sympathy laugh on that camera.
Okay, and final question here. If you were to die in 5 minutes from now and you can send one last sentence to the online world, what would you say?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a deep one.
Bigfoot is real and eat pizza, my friends and lovers. And furthermore, no,
one sentence.
I think it would have to be something to my children, right?
It's to the online world. It's basically letting everyone know that I'm out.
That's what you're gonna go. You love your children and all, but come on, for the sake of the game.
I can't love my children for the sake of your game.
You can love your children.
Screw your game.
Of course you're gonna. Oh, I'm a great mom. I love my kids.
No, I'm not gonna say I'm a great mom.
No.
Who writes that on Twitter? I'm a great mom.
You'd be shocked. Who writes it?
I think I would put my last sentence. I'm going to die in 5 minutes if this doesn't get 1 million shares.
And then
then I die, and then people are like, oh my gosh.
And then all of us feel guilty for not sharing it.
Your last 10 seconds, you realize nobody's sharing it. Like, wow, man, my social media game's so weak.
Yeah, even in death, I can't get a share. Oh.
Let me go out on a low note.
Yeah, I don't want to go out like that.
Maybe it would backfire. You're right. All right, anything to add for the random questions? 877-979-WRMF. And we're going to get to some of your response. You've already texted in. What you saw that you weren't supposed to see coming up.
40 million downloads strong. Check out the KVJ Show podcast, wherever you get podcasts, or at WRMF.com. Click KVJ Show.
People were responding on our question. You're really famished. You only got $5. How do you spend it? What can you get? A lot of suggestions for some fast food joints, like at McDonald's. You can get the double cheeseburger for under $2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can get 2 of those and maybe even a little drink, or could save money on the drink and then get maybe even a small fry, possibly.
Or you can be that annoying person at the drive-thru and say, "Can I have a cup of water?"
Oh yeah, that person's annoying.
Wendy's got a 4 for $4 and something also called the Biggie Bag with like fries, a burger, nuggets, and a drink for $5.
Biggie Bag.
So I would go with the 4 for $4. It's going to be 4 something. Mm-hmm. You have a little extra change. Go find a soda machine.
Mm-hmm.
Get there, boom, drink.
Or a cup of water.
Although I don't know if soda machines sell 50-cent sodas anymore.
They don't. Yeah. Get with the times, old man.
It's tough, yeah.
50 cents doesn't buy you a drink.
Back when you were in middle school.
Yeah.
You better come with that $1.25.
You're right.
So we said Little Caesar got the pizza for $5 you can get, or you could get a whole rotisserie chicken at Costco for $5.
Oh.
Publix has got some really good deals too.
Yeah, okay.
Little salads on sale for $1.99, like a noodle salad.
Okay.
Little noodles.
All right. Well, there you go. A couple ideas if you are hungry and broke.
The audience really responded to that question.
I mean, hungry and broke, ramen all day.
Yeah, but
makes it happen for 25 cents.
But you want to eat something that doesn't remind you that you're lonely and broke.
I love ramen.
Mm-hmm.
I really love the taste of it.
Jbird had mentioned this earlier when we were doing the KVJ confessions. What you saw you weren't supposed to see.
I can tell this story. I just won't, because I know Virginia's going to ask me all these names. So I'm not going to give names. Right. But when we were working at one of our old stations, I walked in and saw one of the other dudes doing something to another dude.
You saw the Miami salami?
I did. And I think the other one was in a relationship with somebody.
Oh, okay.
He was a mistress?
He was a mistress.
Yeah.
So is that sexist? He was the mistress.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know if they knew that I saw it because...
Okay, where were they?
It was in a room where you would put equipment from events at, and I don't think that they...
They were in the speaker closet?
I don't think they saw me, but I saw them because they got... It happened really quick, and then the light shut off. So they started moving around, turned the light off, but I saw them, and I don't think they saw me, but I know exactly who it was. Yeah. You all know who it is, too?
Yeah.
That's juicy.
Dang.
I can write down names, but I don't want to.
Some of the
I wasn't supposed to see it, y'all.
Some of the responses that we got, somebody texted in and said, when my parents came down and stayed with me in Key West, my sister and I were out on Duval. We came back from a night and the front door's open. I see my dad on his knees servicing Ma. I just slammed the door and ran out laughing.
That's a sweet story, though.
Way to go, Dad.
Your mom was standing up?
I just said servicing. It doesn't break down
Your mom could
exactly
stand
the dimensions.
Gosh, Virginia's so vanilla. Yeah, you could stand up and...
All right.
Do I draw a diagram?
It's hard to balance.
There's a lot of many different ways you could go about it, Virginia. We could have a clinic for you. If
we
you'd
can
like to
tackle
see.
this on the podcast.
I guess Mom could have been on the sofa.
She could have been. She could have been laying down.
Could
She could have been.
on the sofa.
Standing on the sofa.
She could have been doing pull-ups. I don't know.
On the bed. Dad's here. Just saying.
Thank you for breaking down the mechanics.
Okay.
Well, you don't know.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You think I don't know. I know.
Somebody else said when they were 10, they were snooping around and a bedroom for their dad and stepmom and found a Polaroid of stepmom making dad happy. That was 40 years ago, and I can still see that photo in my mind like it was yesterday.
I think this happened to Vision. You've told that story before.
Yeah, it did happen to me.
Are you allowed to tell that story again?
I don't know. I mean, the players are all possibly able to hear this, but yeah, I found pictures too. I found all kind of pictures.
She wants to keep talking. You know that. She wants to keep telling what she saw.
I found slides.
Whoa.
Slides?
That means they're showing them in a room.
You remember
on
the
the
old
wall.
school 70s slides?
Yeah.
How many of them?
Hundreds.
And it was just of who?
My mom and dad.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
Wow.
Kinky little devil.
They were doing all that stuff before it was fashionable.
Yeah, they're trendsetters, Bird.
What happened to you? You're so vanilla. They're so adventurous.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
You don't know how vanilla I am.
Somebody said today I was looking for a video that I shot on vacation on my dad's phone, found my stepmom's nudes. I walked in on my sister taking nudes.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah.
Who was she sending them to, and was she over age?
Don't know.
Those are two questions Kevin has no... How would he know
I
that?
feel like Kevin should know.
What was your GPA, Kevin? And did you go
guys
to
always have these
college?
questions like they've written a book.
Kevin, I need follow-up information.
I mean, to the witch's point, I do want to know these answers, too.
Sure, we'd all like to know. I'm just reading you all I was said. Somebody else texted in and said, when I was 18, I was pulling an all-nighter when I went to the kitchen for a Coke. While walking there, I passed the living room and saw my father screwing his friend's wife on the couch. I turned right around and decided tap water from the bathroom would be fine.
I wonder if his
friend's wife.
I wonder if the wife's husband was into it.
Like he was sitting in the corner?
Like a little cockholding situation.
I don't know.
Did your mom ever find out?
We're living in freaky times.
Your dad's banging his friend's wife. That's pretty heavy stuff.
Does that wreck your world? If on some of those slides you saw some swapping going on, are you wrecked?
Definitely. I mean, it's one thing to see your parents. You kind of know it happened because you're here. But if you see them with like a neighbor Bob down the street, that's going to definitely stick with you.
What you saw you weren't supposed to see. Somebody said, I saw my Spanish teacher with my geography teacher in their underwear in an empty classroom.
Yeah, we back at Palm Beach Gardens High School, we saw A teacher and another teacher.
Which ones?
I don't want to say who because they could still be local. Although they were kind of old back then, so I don't know. But there was massages going on in the English wing, let's just say.
Were they dressed?
They were dressed, but they were real loose, and they didn't think anybody was in the hallway. I think it was during summertime, so I thought they thought the kids were gone. Palm Beach Gardens High School.
Okay.
Look at you, always seeking out the perversion and finding it.
He's good at it. He's like a bloodhound.
He's got that nose.
Isn't he? His nose knows. Talking about what you saw that you weren't supposed to see. Somebody said my boss's assistant once emailed a spreadsheet out to the team with some sales figures, but there was a second tab that for some reason had everybody's salaries on it.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn.
That's how you make everyone. That's how you start a civil war.
Yeah.
That's when you just be like, you know what? I resign.
Somebody said HR at my last job accidentally sent out a list of everybody's home address, phone number, email, and if they were coming back after the layoff.
Oh, no.
Whoa, what layoff? Oh, dang. Wow. Okay, there you go. Some great stuff. Thanks for texting those in to us. So who was it that saw Jbird puking in public yesterday, and why was he just puking in public yesterday?
What happened?
I've been starting to get back into running again. I've been out of shape, and I'm trying to get back in my health kick because the last 3 months, after I thought I was dying and I got in shape, I got a clean bill of health, and I just kind of went the other way.
Well, I see you surrounded yourself this morning with Capri Suns and Mountain Dews, so right on track.
No, I'm just dabbling, just sipping.
It's a big-ass Mountain Dew and a case of Capri Sun.
No one likes a soda tracker, Virginia. They're not fun to be around. No one likes when they're tracking what they're eating. You're not cool.
I just need to paint the truth picture for people.
Well, I went to go run outside of my neighborhood, but I put a bunch of trash bags over me to sweat it out. Because I've done that before. It works. You put trash bags over you. You wear a trash bag, kind of like a jacket. You've seen it before.
Yeah, but I think they've said that's really a terrible thing
It's really
to do.
bad for you to do. They've said that.
Who's they?
The experts on fitness?
Whatever. Okay, I know. And you're not supposed to do
And
that.
health?
I get it. Okay. Well, I did that anyway to
You
get
could
more
fall out.
to get some more sweat going on, but I got overheated.
Yeah, that's why they stopped doing that.
I get it. I shouldn't have done that when I was out of shape.
Or ever.
People say don't do that at all.
I know I'm wrong a lot.
So you did it to yourself.
So you induced your own vomiting by wearing trash bag clothes.
Well, I ran in my neighborhood
in South Florida.
Your neighbor's got to be like, get the popcorn. Look at this clown.
Yeah.
They definitely did. But I kind of, because I have that little bridge that goes across the canal. So I was kind of running in someone else's neighborhood, sort of. It's connected.
Yeah,
but
I know what you're talking about.
So I'm running, but I ran and went too far.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And I started getting really overheated, started getting nauseous. And there is a family outside their front yard. And I'm going, oh no, my mouth is watering. Please don't throw up in front of this family. So I'm trying to hide myself, throw up on the side of the street, on one of those side of the streets where I live at. And I'm trying not to make noise by throwing up. Exactly. And they're all looking, and it keeps on throwing up. And I keep hearing the kids laughing at me, which made it that much more humiliating.
The kids are laughing and
they're all
taunting.
looking at me.
You should have took your dumb garbage bag off and puked in that.
I don't think you know what I did. There was a big hole in my garbage bag because I was wearing a garbage bag suit, so to speak. I did go back and I did clean up most of the throw up. I just want to let you know.
I'm sure you did a good
I
job.
did not do that.
What would you use to clean it up?
Trash can or trash bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Trash can.
Not trash can, trash bag. I got it as I could. It was on sort of the side by where they lived at.
Okay.
They were quite entertained.
Oh, somebody's dog is going to eat that.
No. I got it. I got it cleaned up.
Well, the guy who wears trash bag sweatsuits is going to give you your thought for the day and some wisdom. Yep.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
More KVJ next on 87.9 WRMF.
Got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here in just a little bit. You can catch it live. It is going to be on YouTube. Simple enough for you to go on there and stream and see what is going on. You can also jump onto our social media and check out the KVJ draft that we had from earlier this morning for the hottest men on the planet. Suits. He picked a team of David Beckham, Ryan Reynolds, and Chris Hemsworth. That was his 3 draft choices. People seem to approve of that. Jbird went with The Rock, Jason Momoa, and Channing Tatum.
If you smell what the bird is cooking.
So hype.
That's what I do.
Denny's went with Keanu Reeves, Hugh Jackman, and me.
There's your winner.
Okay. I went with Bradley Cooper, Lenny Kravitz, and Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if enough people know who Cristiano Ronaldo is.
Got too cute.
But I believe it. I think he's maybe the most gorgeous man on the planet.
He is good.
He lost you the tournament, though. Is he that good?
Well, I need everybody who's Spanish who loves football to go and vote for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, I thought he was a polo player. He's a soccer player?
He's a soccer player, yeah.
I'm over here thinking he plays basketball.
How embarrassing.
Yeah. Virginia went with Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and Mel Torme.
Yeah, and Don Cheadle. Only the cast from Ocean's 11.
Mel Torme.
Sorry, I thought you did everybody over
Shamar
70.
Moore.
Shamar Moore, sorry.
I thought you were only doing Ocean's 11.
Dang.
So Virginia went with the older gentleman for the most part.
Virginia wins back in 1999 when you guys first got into town. She wins this tournament.
Yeah. Clooney's older, Pitt's my age, and Shamar is younger. So step off.
Pitt's a little older than you, I think.
Yeah, he is.
You're a little older.
Yeah.
You're younger. You got it going on.
I look older than Pitt.
Well, tell her she's beautiful. Oh, Virginia, you're great. Your Botox is working. We love you.
You can go check out our Facebook and other social platforms to go and vote tomorrow morning at 7:30. We'll give you the results of who picked out the best team on that. Jbird, if you would wrap us up with your thought for the day.
Sometimes it's necessary to go a long distance out of the way in order to come back a short distance correctly.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh? Confused? Good. That means it's working.
When you're taking that long distance, do you wind up barfing in a stranger's driveway?
Too soon, Kevin.
Like a dog that ate too much of the garbage.
Someone said in the chat, we go, who's that homeless man throwing up in my driveway?
He's wearing a garbage bag shirt. Surely he lives under a bridge.
Quick, kids, get inside. Get inside, kids.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.